About the defense on LeBron James.
What's that?
It's on LeBron James.
Yeah, I thought the guys, everybody who guarded him, did a good job. He's the best to do it. Um, he's gonna settle, not settle, but he's gonna make a run and make a push. And in that third quarter, we knew he was coming, and so I thought the guys did a good job of trying to make it tough on him.
There was a moment there in the second when Clay hit three straight threes. You get three straight threes from Hardy in the third. Just how big are those moments when you're able to put up just a lot of points in a short amount of time?
Yeah, you look at Clay gets going there, he hits three, and then Hardy. I thought the execution, being able to run the play after scoring was at a high tonight, and we've talked about that as a group. Can we run it again? And if something else presents itself, can we take advantage of that? And I thought the group did a really good job with that. I think finding Clay when he got those threes, and then being able to get Hardy those threes in the slot. I thought Spencer did a really good job of getting the switch and then being able to play make.
When we talk about Grimes, how have you seen his role kind of evolve from the start of the season to now you're relying on him a little bit more?
Yeah, we're relying on him heavily to be able to be patient, to understand the new system. He's shooting the ball, he's driving the ball, and then defensively being able to guard. And then one of the things I don't think we talk enough about is his ability to come back and help us rebound as a guard. And so his toughness, and he's playing at a high level right now for us, and we need that, especially with a couple guys that are out.
Specifically, what have you liked with his performance off the bench?
Yeah, just another score. I love the bounce back game that he had tonight. Numbers wise, he didn't shoot the ball well yesterday, but I thought today, as a shooter, you got to forget about it. And he came in and it was aggressive, and he made a lot of big shots for us. But just his calmness and his he's a great teammate and a great player to coach, and so it's been a lot of fun to getting to know him in the ups and downs of a season. They're not always going to be ups, and so you kind of learn even more about a player's character when things aren't going, for the team in a positive way. And I thought Q was doing a great job for us, being positive. I thought someone said it best, one of the media members. I thought, when you look at PJ, I think he said it was, give this group some time. This is a new group, a lot of injuries. We're learning each other. We're asking guys to change their role, to make a pivot. And guys have been in a positive state. The energy is great. We believe every time we take the floor that we can win, but also knowing sometimes you don't, but can you learn from that? It's a long season. And so I give PJ a lot of credit for that voice in that locker room right now of keeping guys together.
You mentioned the rebounding. How much, obviously good night tonight. How much can that help compensate when you're missing some obvious scoring punch?
Yeah, it's a team rebound. I think Maxey is not going to be talked about, but I thought he did an incredible job of boxing out, being able to be physical. AD's not easy. He's one of the best players in the league, and I thought he made it tough on him tonight. And then also his ability to play make. We won't always call Maxey a playmaker, but his ability to put the ball on the floor and make plays for guys to get open threes was big for us tonight.
Speaking of Maxey's playmaking, is him putting the ball on the deck and attacking closeouts something that y'all been looking for more out of him?
I don't think we're looking for it. We've asked him to do it. We've asked everybody to redrive the ball. You look at the teams that are really good in this league, they don't settle on the first three. They get the wide open three. And so that's something that Maxey, as you can see, is comfortable with putting the ball on the floor. He's moving extremely well. And not just making plays for his teammates, but being able to get to the rim and finish. And so we've asked everybody, but Maxey has been one that's done it at a high rate right now for us.
Jason, the phrase being ready when your name is called and making the most of your minutes are phrases we hear often, but specifically when it comes to B. Will, what have you liked, what have you seen from him this season, off the court even, to prepare him for his minutes on the court?
Yeah, B. Will's been great. He's a pro. He couldn't have a better situation of being able to be around two of the best at his position and to be able to learn, to be able to guard. And so he is he's been ready to come in, not being in the rotation to being ready to play for us, and he's has a positive energy about himself, and he wants to learn, he wants to be good, and so we're very lucky to have him.
You guys have been entrusted stretches of the offense to Derek Lively as the hub, kind of at the elbow or high elbow. Would he have been able to do that when he first joined you guys? Is this how much has he improved in that area?
Well, I think he would say yes, could do that when he got here. Players are always going to say they can do more. But I think, and I would probably agree with him, there's got to be a little trust there. But his playmaking skills, some would say he grew up being a point guard or a guard and grew a little bit and now had to play center. And so he's one of our best passers, identifying the back door. He's very comfortable with making that play. Also, he's very comfortable under pressure with the DHO, with the other guys. And so his next step, we're not going to say he's going to be the next Joker, but being able to play make and turning down that first guy, or being able to, be aggressive to look to score for himself as much as he does for his teammates. And so I think there's a progression, for him to go through. And just like we're going to let him shoot threes at some point. But it's just doing what he can do for the team right now, and that's, playmaking and protecting the rim, and he's doing that for us.
Could you talk about how the team kept the turnovers to a minimum for a majority of the game?
Yeah, we talked about that yesterday. Our goal is 13 or lower, and so if we can take care of the ball and get a shot, they're not always going to make the shot, but if we can keep the opponent out of transition and let us set our defense, it gives us a chance. And so the guys have taken that, seriously here in the last two games, and that's something that, with our two quarterbacks out, there's others that have to participate and make decisions. And so, again, we'll keep talking about that as we go forward until we can get our three quarterbacks back. And then, but again, I thought the guys did a great job with pace, knowing when to run, and then being able to execute the offense in the half court and making sure that we got a shot.
What do you see as the next step for Hardy?
The next step? Being consistent. That's everybody's, goal is to be consistent, and he's turning the corner. He was playing well before the injury, and so just understanding coming back, I think he's one that can score the ball, being able to play make, and then also defensively, he's another one that has taken the right steps in improving on the defensive end.
When you talk about him taking that next step on defense, what specifically would you say he's gotten better at?
Yeah, just recognizing, what's coming, and then the physicality, being able to play bigger guys in the post, and then also just the physicality of coming back. I thought he tried to take a charge. That's the right play. Maybe he might have been just a second late, but the thought of being able to see that play developed, just shows his growth.
You had a moment there with JJ Redick. It's your first time coaching against him. Just what you observe from just being out there next to him?
Yeah, JJ is one of the young coaches in this league that understands the game at a high level, and I thought, again, they're playing well, and so this was a great test for us. He runs, he has AD and LeBron, and Reeves, and so they got guys that can put the ball in the basket. So he's doing a good job.
What did you feel like just allowed y'all to get going offensively tonight?
We were downhill. We put guys in the pick and roll that we wanted to put in the pick and roll, and we got good shots. Everybody played together. We got in the paint, and good things happened.
I think Clay hit 3 threes there, like a minute and a half right at the end of the first half. Do you feel like that loosened things up or breathed a little life into what you guys were doing?
For sure. I mean, obviously Clay's a great player, and when he gets going, it makes it a lot easier for us. I thought Q had a great game. I thought Spence had a great game. Hardy, a lot of us played well, even Maxey. So everybody had big minutes, and everybody stepped up to the table tonight.
PJ, how does it feel just to start this homestand with the win and snap that 5-game losing skid?
It feels good. Obviously, it doesn't feel good losing 5 games, but to win tonight felt really good. So obviously we need to build on it and just get back to work.
You said this team didn't have any flow last night. Did you see a difference out there tonight?
Yeah, we played together, moved the ball well, got in the paint, and created for each other. And obviously, our offense was flowing. So the defensive end was a lot easier. Everybody was connected, talking to each other, and that's how we got to play every game.
You mentioned it at the start, but when you guys are literally just every single possession getting Austin Reeves or connect in the pick and roll, getting that switch, what does it take? I mean, it's the exact same thing that you guys are doing over and over. Does it take concentration or focus or something to keep running that, that consistently?
Yeah, I mean, if it's not broke, we can't fix it. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we just got to keep doing the same thing when it's working, and when it's not, obviously go to something different. Credit to Spence. I thought he played a great game as point tonight. Got everybody involved, got some rebounds, had a great game. So we're going to need that from him going forward, and I'm just happy we got a win tonight.
Overall, what'd you see from Quentin Grimes? Do you guys enjoy watching him as much as I think the fans sometimes do?
No, for sure. I mean, I always tell him to be aggressive. He's my locker mate. When I was at Kentucky, I hosted him on his visit, so that's my guy, and I always encourage him, tell him to be himself, and I'm just proud of him. I can't wait to keep seeing what he does this season.
How come you didn't get him to commit?
I don't know. I think I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but y'all know he went to Kansas, so it's all good.
From y'all being locker mates this season, what would you say that you've learned most about him as not only a player but a person, getting to know him?
Just his work ethic and how much he wants it. Obviously, he's a young player in this league, trying to make a name for himself. So I'm just excited to help him in any way that he can, and obviously be like a big brother to him. He had a great game tonight, so I'm excited for him, and I just want him to keep being aggressive.
Jay, kind of a generic question, but what's the mindset like going up against a legend like LeBron James?
Just treat it like any other game. Obviously, he's a great player, one of the best to ever play the game. So you got to prepare a little different, but I mean, you just got to go out there like he's a regular player and attack him just like anybody else. Thank you, guys.
What'd you feel like just allowed y'all to get rolling into a little bit of rhythm offensively tonight?
Yeah, I feel like we came out with the right mindset as a team. You know what I mean? JK wanted to make sure getting to the play simple basketball, getting the actions that kind of benefit everybody and just keep it simple. Like, I feel like we kind of got away from it the last couple of games, but we did a good job as a team, and I was just kind of the beneficiary of it tonight.
Are you like feeling like you guys are settling into new roles, as you go through these games without Kyrie and Luka? Does it feel like that at all?
Yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, it's tough. Just the first kind of fight we had Kai, and then you don't have Kai, then he's out for a couple weeks, and Gaff goes down yesterday. So we're just kind of just taking it game by game. But like we know, Luka's going to be out for a little while. Kai's going to be out for a little while. So just holding that down as a team. And right now, I feel like we had a really good group tonight, and just carrying that over to Portland and then Denver next 2 games.
Under these circumstances, for you, do you feel like there are no changes offensively? Are you more aggressive offensively, or how do you feel like that dynamic works?
Yeah, just having 2 superstars, that definitely gives me more opportunity to be more aggressive. Can not hunt threes more, but have more opportunity to be aggressive, looking for my shot. Just making plays, I mean, I just found PJ. Maxey did a great job tonight, just redrive, finding me and stuff like that. Hardy too, so just some more opportunity for everybody on the team to go out there and prove what they can do on a nightly basis, really.
Quentin, I asked PJ this, but what's the mindset going up against a legend like LeBron James?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably arguably, if not the best ever. You know what I mean? He had that crazy dunk in the first quarter, and so it was kind of surreal to see somebody 40 years old still doing stuff like that. So, I mean, I've been watching him since I can remember. So it was great to just go up against a guy like that on a nightly basis, really.
I think Jason pointed out was just your ability to rebound tonight. Just how seriously do you take that, knowing you had the ability to get your teammates involved and score?
Yeah, Coach Sampson was on me like that in college, so I kind of give him full credit for that for sure. So, I mean, knowing that we have Gaffer not out, I guess somebody got to come back and rebound for sure.
When you talk about the offense just being more consistent and obviously you guys were, mismatch hunting, trying to get Reeves and connect every single time. What's the key to just doing that over and over again that was different from the basketball games like you mentioned?
Yeah, just keeping it simple, I mean, just seeking out the worst defender, trying to put him in as many actions as possible and just driving, kicking, and making the right play, really.
Several people tonight have said, well, you kind of have to rebound by committee, and you have to play make by committee, and you have to score by committee. I mean, it's now a different kind of dynamic here for this team in its current state.
I feel like, it's just more opportunity for everybody. You know what I mean? To go out there, show what they can do. PJ can have more opportunity. I'm going to have more opportunity. Najee's back and stuff like that. So just coming together as a unit and just doing it collectively to come together and just string these wins out, really.
Jason mentioned that PJ had a message for the team in the locker room that helped. Just what was the message, and how do you think that translated to the game today?
He just came out and let us know, everybody play that game. I mean, go out there, have fun. We take it one game at a time. You know, we dropped 5 in a row. Just go out there, play for each other, play as a team. You know, I mean, we lost 4 in a row early in the season, and we went on that run. So we know what we can do. We know what we're capable of, and I feel like PJ did a good job of bringing us together for sure before the game.
And before you were in here, PJ said that y'all are locker mates, and he called himself someone that he wants to be a big brother to you. What does y'all's friendship relationship look like on the court as well as off?
Yeah, that's my dog. I've been knowing PJ since I was young, playing AAU against him and everything, being in Texas. So just having a guy like that, knowing he's going to have my back no matter what. If it's a scuffle, if it's things going good, things going bad, we talk all the time. Instagram, DM, all that, send each other stuff like that. So he was the first one when I did the LaMelo, LiAngelo Ball thing. He was blowing my phone up and stuff like that. So we have a really good, funny team on this team for sure.
Told us the story about you visiting Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. He wanted me to go there out of high school, but, you know what I mean, just didn't work out like that. But luckily we got to link up on the NBA level, so that's a little better in my opinion.
Quentin, in a similar vein.
Oh, man, he probably could have. Nah, I can't say that, but I can't say that, but you know what I mean? Just he did a good job, but just had a lot of guys commit early, but I can't say what he could have did, but yeah.
Quentin, in a similar vein, there's a couple moments you and Jay Hardy shared during the game tonight. What is your rapport like with him?
I mean, Jay, he's a great scorer, you know what I mean? He's kind of been a great influence on me, just teaching me little things. I'm new to the team as well, so he did a good job of just going out there, being a scorer, being in attack mode, and that's what we need from him.
Thank you.